11/22. Do I have a proposal, please? Sorry. That's okay. I'm sure I'm allowed in here. If you just say who you are, this will then. Hi, Julie. We're just moving to the formal agenda. Fortunately for you, this might drawing on my preamble. No, that's no problem at all. We're just moving to the election. So, as I said, item 1 is the election of town mayor for 2021-22. Do we have a proposal, please?
Well,
Councillor Coffey, seconder, please.
Seconder.
Second by?
Bill Ward.
Bill, thank you very much. All those in favour? Sorry, I'm not going to any more nominations. None. All those in favour of Councillor Coffey? That's unanimous, Clark. Thank you. And the election of deputy town mayor for 21-22. No, after yes, I'm sure. The election of the deputy mayor, I believe that Councillor Stephen Trubert has been proposed. Are there any other proposals? Do I have a proposal, please? Councillor Lucas? All those in favour? And that is unanimous. Thank you. I have now great pleasure in handing the chair to Councillor Stephen Coffey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Julie, it was actually unfortunate that you missed Stuart's summary of the last couple of years of what's happened on the council.
Thank you. We're allowed to shake hands, Stephen. Thank you. I'll just put the chair. There you go. Many congratulations on
Stuart, thank you so very much for all of the time you put in. Sometimes I think we forget that we are just volunteers here. That can get a little bit lost with us. I have no idea how much time and energy you put into it. I will soon find out. I'm sure that there's a great deal more than the actual minutes spent doing the job. A lot more in the evenings, in the mornings, going to bed at night, and I'll have all the predicaments, and I'll see how my inbox explodes in the coming year. I am looking at it as a one-year venture. Yeah. And thank you all so very much to everybody else in here for having the confidence for me to go forward for the next year. Hopefully we can find a really nice balance between living up to the ambition that the town requires, and also managing the risk, and also as councillors remembering that it's these guys here, the staff, who are going into the office every day. So let's have some crazy ideas, but let's not try to impose all of them. Okay?
Thank you, Stephen. Will your foot announces, oh, it's the bloody clock again, you'll know. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Good luck in Thailand.
Thank you very much, Frank. Thank you. See you all. See you.
Okay. Thank you, Stuart. Item number 3 is apologies for absence. And we have to make note of James Toogood and Steph Toogood. Noted? Clark? Again? No doubt. Declarations of interest. That's specifically for this agenda, isn't it? We will have the same again. Does anybody have any declarations of interest in the upcoming appointments or the general power of competence? I would have imagined not. No. No declarations of interest, Clark. So item number 5 on the agenda for the committees and working groups. On the agenda notes, we have the first item is the planning committee. Now I'd just like to confirm Julie Hutchinson and Phil Warren still confirmed for planning committee?
Yeah.
Yes, and we can assume that James and Steph will be the same. Staffing committee, Ian, you're still putting forward, yeah? And James. Community development working group, I have Julie, Mark Jeffries, Steph Toogood and Phil Warren. This remains the same?
Yes.
Thank you. And finally, the Assets and Services Working Group for Julie, Mark, Brian, James, Phil, Ian, Colm, and myself. So, no, yes, Steph. So, yes. As has been noted previously, there is going to be a conversation about possible change or probable change with the Assets and Services Working Group. The next meeting of that group is on the 25th, and we will look to find a good way, which again balances the desires of the councillors and also the staff team. And we'll look to speak about that on the 25th with a view to bringing a motion to full council in June. Okay. Item number 4 is the general power of competence. So, for the benefit of the new members, the general power of competence gives town and parish councils the power to do anything that is legal instead of being bound by a list of statutory powers. In practice, if I'm not mistaken, this is mostly related to borrowing money and starting businesses and so on. It's a power that's not often used, but it is a good tool to have in the box when required. We do meet the requirements for the general power of competence. 2/3 of the members have been elected or stood for election, and the town clerk does hold the required qualification. As such, we are recommended to resolve that Ventnor Town Council notes that it meets the conditions of eligibility required to exercise the general power of competence as set out in the Parish Council's General Power of Competence Prescribed Conditions Order 2012. It continues to be eligible for that use. Does anybody have any remark, or would somebody like to propose this?
Yeah, I propose that we recommend that.
Thank you, Brian. Can we have a seconder for this? And from Mark Jeffries, please. And with that, that closes the
Just before you close the meeting, I need to
yes.
ask you to sign that to accept the office of mayor,
Yes,
please. And
thank you very much.
to complete the declaration of acceptance of office.
Yes, so you will all see the paper in front of you, Declaration of Acceptance of Office. If you can sign accordingly, please.